and welcome to your YouTube channel, My Expert Doctor. I am Dr. Shalini Singh Salunke, your consultant physician. This channel provides you authentic health-based information directly from medical experts with the vision of providing your happy and healthy future, as prevention is better than cure. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic. As we all know that the cases of dengue is increasing in our country, people are very much scared about reduced platelet and its effect on them or their family members. So this video will provide you a complete information about why platelets reduce in a patient of dengue, what are platelets, what are its function in normalcy in our body, what happens if the numbers are reduced, and what can we do to improve the platelets. All these things, authentic science-based facts and information will be provided to you today in this video. Just a request. Acquisition of knowledge is a journey. It's not a destination. So do watch this video till end for complete information. Please do not skip it. So let's start the topic today. First question, what are platelets? So in our blood, there are two components. One is plasma, the other is blood cells. There are three types of blood cells: red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. So platelets are component of blood. Normal value of platelet in blood is 1.5 to 4 lakh. What's the function of platelets? The function of platelet is clotting of blood. So whenever there is an injury in the blood vessel wall, platelets go and get attached to them, forms a web of fibrin. Fibrin is a product or is a chemical found in platelets. So a web of fibrin is formed which inhibits or stop bleeding from that point. Third question, what happens to platelets in dengue? So dengue virus infect platelets. These infected platelets destroy the normal platelets. So overall, there is increased destruction of platelets. Also, dengue virus suppress production of platelets from bone marrow. So because of increased destruction and reduced production, the overall number of platelets reduce, which is in medical terms is known as thrombocytopenia. So what happens when platelet number reduce? The end result is bleeding from various orifices or mucosa of the body. For example, nasal bleed, gums bleed, blood in stool or urine, blood in vomit, heavy menstrual bleedings in female, rashes all over the body, that is called red dots on skin, easy bruising, fatigability. These all are results of reduced number of platelets. Fifth question, what are the other coexisting possibilities which can increase platelet reduction? So any of these can cause increased platelet reduction. Number one, some drugs consumption like aspirin, cancer drugs or radiation therapy. Number two, heavy alcohol consumption. Number three, cancers like leukemia. Number four, special cases in pregnancy like HELLP syndrome. Number five, autoimmune diseases like immune thrombocytopenic purpura or commonly called ITP. Number six, infections, multiple viral or bacterial infections may cause reduction in platelet formation or destruction. Sixth question, when should thrombocytopenia or low platelets be a matter of concern in dengue? Three important points you must remember. Number one, any platelet count with symptoms of bleeding. Number two, any platelet count with increased risk of bleeding. Number three, platelets count less than 20,000 with or without any symptoms of bleeding. So these 3 points are matter of concerns for patients in dengue. Seventh question, what should be the treatment? So if it is a matter of concern, treatment is platelet transfusion, although it's a very risky thing. We take platelets from a normal healthy person and transfuse it to those who require it. But it also bears the risk of infection, fluid overload, anaphylactic reactions, and multiple other things. So it is considered, or it should be considered only when doctors think that it is important or it is of utmost importance. Then if there is no risk of bleeding, if the person is healthy, showing no signs of thrombocytopenia or low platelets or bleeding, and the platelet counts are also more than 20,000, we can wait and watch. We can also try papaya extract or pills, as some studies have shown positive results with these extracts. Eighth question, what can we do to keep our platelets up? This is very important question, as many people want to know during this time when the cases of dengue are at all-time high. So what can we do? If we want to increase platelets, we should try to increase its production. How can we increase platelet production? by supplying raw materials to our body. What are the 4 raw materials? Number 1, vitamin B12. Number 2, folate. Number 3, vitamin C. Number 4, iron. So food items which are rich in these vitamins and minerals should be consumed every day to keep production of platelets up. So now let's see quickly what are the sources of these vitamins and minerals. Let's see, for vitamin B12, we can consume eggs, meat, fishes, apples, berries, bananas, spinach, potato, mushroom, tofu, and dairy products. For vitamin B9 or folate, we can consume black-eyed peas, also known as lobia, peanuts, oranges, kidney beans like rajma. For vitamin C, we can consume all sorts of citrus fruit like lemon, oranges, amla, grapefruit, strawberries, etc. For iron, we can consume rajma, lentils, all sorts, spinach, jaggery. Jaggery is an absolutely good source of iron, beetroot, pomegranate, and dates. We can also supply ourselves with oral supplements by doctor's prescription. 9th question, what should be avoided if we want to increase our platelet count? So researchers have shown that consumption of alcohol, cranberry, and very interestingly cow milk have shown reduction in platelets formation. So if we are in the phase of dengue infection, we should restrict our consumption of all these 3 items, or rather should avoid the risk of platelet reduction. 10th and the last question, which is usually asked by many people or many patients or relatives, how quickly can we increase platelet production? So remember one thing, reduction in platelets is mostly because of increased destruction, which is because of viral infection, which we cannot do anything into. The second is reduction in platelet formation. So once the viral load will reduce in the body, automatically the destruction of the platelets as well as the reduced production by bone marrow will normalize. At that point of time, all you can do is to supply your body with the proper raw materials required for platelet formation, which I have already mentioned. Another important thing to understand is the platelet amount will not increase from 20,000 to 1,40,000 or 1,60,000 in just one day. It is going to happen gradually as the viral load of dengue will reduce in our body from 20,000 to 40,000 to 55,000, 75, like that. It will not be an all of a sudden increase in or a very sharp increase in platelet. So friends, the cases of dengue are increasing every day. All we should do is to keep our body well supplemented with these raw materials like vitamin B12, folate, vitamin C and iron, so that our stores will be high and that will boost the production of platelets when required. So now let's quickly see the 5 key highlights or important points of the entire video. Number 1, reduction in platelets will lead to bleeding from various sides of the body. Number 2, 3 points which are matter of concern of in platelet reduction in cases of dengue. Number 1, less than 20,000 platelets with or without symptoms. Number 2, more than 20,000 platelets with symptoms. Number 3, more than 20,000 platelets with high risk of bleeding. So these are matter of concern. Third point, platelet transfusion will happen only when the matter of concern is there. Note, platelet transfusion also bear risk of cross-infection like anaphylaxis, transfusion syndrome, or fluid overload and others. So the decision should be taken by doctors only. Number 4, raw materials like vitamin B12, vitamin C, B9 and iron should be supplemented in the body. Number 5, keep consuming food items rich in these raw materials. So this was all about today's video. If you need information on some other health or disease related topic, please feel free to put it on the comment box, or you can WhatsApp your query on given WhatsApp number. You are more than welcome. We are also available on online consultation on this number. Soon we will be back with some other health informational video. Till then, stay safe, stay happy at your place.